Hi, welcome back to Sci-Fi Bricks. This week, it's time to go back to Star Trek, and I'm going to be showing you one of my newest builds, which is the Discovery-A. Now it's time for the tour of the build. So let's have a look. As you can see, this build here is a lot smaller in scale than my previous build of the USS Discovery. However, it is still the same size as my other Star Trek builds, so it's still a good scale. I'll show you an example. This is what's left of the ring from my big Discovery mock. As you can see, it's a lot bigger, but there are a lot of advantages to going for a smaller scale. It made it a lot quicker and easier to build, it made it a lot more stable, and it meant that I could build it with the pieces I have. And it allowed me to get the shape just right. Let's start with the detachable warp nacelles. This is the most unique and standout part of Starfleet's 32nd century starships. As you can see here, the nacelles are completely detached. And what I've done is I've got a big wide stand at the base so I can attach the nacelles there. That means that there doesn't have to be anything in between. As you can see, we've got the tapered design going all the way up and the thicker front section. And we've got the unique pyramid shape at the front of the warp nacelles here. And we've got the nice blue color at the bottom using trans blue pieces. The coolest thing about the Discovery-A is that it's full of color, and that's what I wanted to replicate on this build. All right, let's have a look at the main section. So I'm going to pull it off the stand here. Let's have a look at the saucer. So you can see we've got all three sections of the saucer with the gaps in the middle. Now, this was a huge challenge on the bigger Discovery. However, with a small version, I was able to pull it off quite easily. And then we've got the star drive section here. Again, we've got the gaps in the middle, another distinctive feature of the refit Discovery. Building these gaps was actually quite challenging because the side here is only 2 to 3 plates thick. And then we've got the deflector here. As I said before, this ship is full of color. So of course I've got some trans blue pieces here, and I've got trans pieces through here as well to add the color. And it's actually 2 different shades of blue to give it that extra effect. As you can see here, we've got more color on the saucer, and we've got this nice tapered section at the bottom of the star drive, which I think is something that makes the refit so much better than the original Discovery. I think it's quite a cool ship overall. And then finally, we have the engines and the shuttle bay. I really wanted to have some more detail, but unfortunately at this scale, this was the best I could do. But I'm quite happy with the effect, and it still looks fairly futuristic. And finally, we've got this section here, which I have tapering, another new feature of the refit, and I've made sure to include some windows here for extra detail. This build here also has a really unique stand. Let me show you. So the stand has the Starfleet Command insignia in the middle, and then it tapers out to support the nacelles. Okay, so there you have it. That is my Discovery-A refit. It's one of my favorite Star Trek builds so far, and I'm sure it won't be my last 32nd century Starfleet ship. But guess what? This video isn't over just yet. I thought I'd give you a preview of some of my other Star Trek ships that I'm working on at the moment. First up, we have the USS Zheng. It was only seen in the last episode of Star Trek Picard, but it's still one of the most iconic ships in the series and one of the first canon 25th century starships we get to see in the Star Trek universe. Check it out. So you can see I've been working on getting the overall shape correct. I've done a lot of work on the saucer and added some more details, but I still need to do the bridge. And I've started getting the shape right on the warp nacelles. I'm really happy with the shape so far, and I'm doing them a little bit differently to normal by building the nacelles flat with plates. So we'll see how it comes out, but I'm hoping it'll allow me to make them look really detailed. The underneath section isn't quite finished yet, but I'll have plenty of pictures up on Facebook and Instagram once I finish that. And there's one more Star Trek ship as well. This one here is another one of Captain Riker's ships that has just become canon in Star Trek Lower Decks, the USS Titan. So you can see I've been getting the overall shape just right, and it's quite a large build. Like the Zheng, I'm doing the nacelles with plates. I've been working hard on the saucer, and I've started building the star drive section underneath. I've decided to try something a little bit different with the star drive, and I'm using a snot technique by putting panels on the side to try and get the shape right. We'll see how it goes. It might look completely different when I finish it. And now that is a tour of all of my current Star Trek builds. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope you're excited to see the Titan and the Zheng finished. Please comment below to let me know what other Star Trek ships I should build next. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel and like this video. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next week.